That's not how it works. Right. There's not so much glare this direction. Let's see, that'll be better.
You'll run yours off, but you're still up.
Okay. All right. Okay. So for practice today, we will need your yoga mat and block and a blanket, and we'll go ahead and take a position either laying down or seated just to get comfortable, and we'll do just maybe a minute or two of just some breath work, some nice easy breathing, relaxed shoulders, and then we'll do a longer meditation towards the end of our practice today. Relaxing the jaw, softening the shoulders. Feel free to close the eyes. Taking nice deep breaths in, long, slow exhales out. As you continue to breathe, if you notice any areas of tension or discomfort or pain that might be with you today, just as a reminder to acknowledge those spaces within your body and then to take care of yourself throughout your practice. Let's take one or two more breaths. And then as you feel ready, you can start to blink the eyes open. We'll come into a tabletop position. And start with some cat and cow breath. Starting to take some movement into the spine. We'll come back to a neutral spine. If you have sensitive knees, you could take a blanket and then just lay it across the middle of your mat. We'll spend some time on the knees through the beginning of our practice today. And then you can also have a block available at the top of your mat. Let's reach the right arm up. And then as you exhale, we're going to sweep the right arm through and under for thread the needle. So we're going to make this more of a flowing motion as you inhale, reaching the right arm up again. And then exhale, sweep it through. A nice long reach. Let's do that one more time. And then on the exhale, reaching through and just settling in here, really reaching through, dropping right shoulder down, letting the head rest. And settling in, opening up the shoulder. And if you feel stable here and don't have any issues with the neck, or maybe even into the shoulders, you can also start to extend the left leg back behind you. Now, if you feel unstable here, this could put your neck in a compromising position. So just extending if you feel the balance today, and if it's not, feeling, if you're not feeling it today, you can go ahead and leave that knee down on the ground. And then gently setting the knee back down. If it's extended, come back to a tabletop position and we'll repeat the thread the needle on the other side, lifting left arm up. Exhale, we sweep it through and under, through to the right side. We'll do that 2 more times at your pace. As you finish up your 3rd or maybe even 4th round, you can go ahead and reach through, pause, settle in, get comfortable, continue to breathe. You're feeling nice and stable. We'll go ahead and extend the right leg back behind us. Just reaching through the leg, maintaining the balance, drawing the belly in, core strong. And then gently we'll go ahead and set this knee down. Come back to a tabletop position. And tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Pedal the heels a couple of times. We'll start to wake up the back side of the legs. And the next inhale breath, let's take our right leg high. Moving into an open hip position, drop the foot over towards your left side. See if you can maintain shoulders staying mostly square to the top of the mat. And then go ahead and step the right leg through to the top of the mat. Setting the left knee down, let's reach the arms up into a kneeling lunge. Moving into a side body stretch, go ahead and bring the right hand down towards the hip, reaching the left arm up and over. And then open palm twist to your right. Turn that over to the left. Take your time as we work on some balance today. Back to the right. And then left. Bringing your hands to prayer center. Let's take kneeling prayer twist over to the right. Gently pressing palm into palm. Finding some length through the spine. And then let's go ahead and bring both hands back down to the mat. We're going to tuck our left toe under and lift the knee as we draw the right knee in towards the chest. So we're in a plank, knee towards chest. 3-legged dog, take the right leg high. And then on the exhale, let's step through to the top of the mat. And then step up to forward fold. If you'd like, you can take your block and just set it at the top of the mat. I'm going to use it in the medium position here, but if you want to make it taller or shorter, that's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and take both hands to the block, finding a nice long spine. And then let's take the arms out in a T position, chest is parallel with the floor. Continue to breathe. We're going to move into a twist as we bring our right hand down to the block, reach the left arm up. Come back to your T position, and then switch left hand down towards the block, reaching right arm up. Back to our T. Let's do that one more time on either side. On the exhale breath, let's reach both arms out in front of us, still folding forward halfway. Reach the arms up high, standing position, cactus arms. On the next inhale breath, let's extend our left arm out, or left leg out in front of us, and both arms. Come back to our standing position, cactus arms. Right leg extends out, both arms. Cactus arms. As you inhale, let's reach up tall. As you exhale, fold forward. And let's move through a vinyasa. On the next inhale breath, let's take the left leg high. Moving into an open hip position, we'll drop the left foot over to the right. And then let's step through to lunge. Setting the right knee down, kneeling lunge. So as you come upright in this position, if you need to make adjustments, getting this foot forward or closer to the body, go ahead and make those adjustments. Side body stretch as you take the left hand to the hip and reach over with the right arm. Open palm twist to our left and right and left, right. Bringing both hands together, let's take prayer twist over to our left. Take a gentle hook of the elbow on the outside of the thigh. Continue to breathe, lengthen the spine. Go ahead and bring both hands down to the mat. We're going to tuck our right toe under to lift the knee, and then tuck left knee into the chest as we move into a plank, knee to chest. Three-legged dog, let's take the leg high. Stepping through to lunge. And then we'll step up to forward fold. If you still have your block at the top of your mat, that's great. Let's go ahead and lengthen out the spine as we move into a half lift. Take the arms out in a T position. Moving into our twist. Doesn't matter what side you start with, go ahead and twist and reach. Moving through arms out in a T position, chest stays folded forward halfway. We'll go ahead and get each side maybe twice or more, depending on the pace that you're moving at. So we come back to the center. Let's reach both arms forward. As you exhale, standing cactus arms. As you inhale, extend left leg out, reach the arms forward. Cactus arms, standing position. Extend right leg out. Cactus arms. Breathe in and reach up. Exhale, fold forward. And a vinyasa. If you'd like a little more work for the beginning part of your practice, you could add in another vinyasa. You can hold down dog if you prefer more rest. You can move to child's pose. Just going to take another 15, 20 seconds to add whatever movement you need for your practice, or maybe no movement at all. And then we'll allow our meeting place to be downward facing dog. On the next inhale breath, let's take right leg high. And then as we exhale, we'll step through to lunge. Let's reach overhead, high lunge. So as we move from position to position, just take your time to find the balance, the focus through the work portion of our practice. Will be a lot of balance work. So we're gonna go ahead and move our hands towards our heart, prayer position, and then warrior three as we extend our left leg back behind us. Flex the left foot, toes pointing down. On your exhale breath, let's come up to standing with your foot flexed. See if we can move into an upright position without touching the foot all the way down. And then moving back to warrior three. And then back to standing. So take your time, no hurry. You can do this 3 times, you can do this 10 times. Up to you, depending on the pace you want to work today. Remembering to breathe. Keeping your gaze focused, something not moving in front of you. Next time you move to warrior three with the leg extended back, pause there. And then we're gonna step back, set the left foot down, reverse triangle. So legs are straight. We're gonna take the right arm, stretch and reach up. Stretch out your right side. And warrior two. So we're gonna lunge into our right leg. Just being mindful to press the knee out towards the pinky toe side of the foot, soften the shoulders away from the ears. If you still have your block at the top of your mat, we're gonna move into balancing half moon. So you may wanna take right hand to either the floor or your block as we lift our left leg, flexing the foot, toe points off towards your left side. And then slowly we'll start to transition to warrior three. So we're gonna close off the hip with cactus arms. So we're squeezing shoulder blade together. Take your time. On the exhale breath, start to lower left knee towards the back of the right calf. So Jiva squat. And then go ahead and lower that foot all the way down to the floor, maybe even bringing hands to the floor. We're gonna sit, cow's face pose. So the right leg will be on top of the left. Kind of tuck the heels in towards the body. Opens up the hip, bring both hands back behind you, lift the chest to the sky. Go ahead and walk your hands forward. We're gonna use this right leg as support. Again, we're gonna move back to warrior three, cactus arms. Transition back to half moon. Bring the right hand down, left arm reaches up. Let's step our left leg back behind the right, curtsy lunge. So we're bending into both knees. You can bring hands to heart, hips, whatever feels good here. We're gonna start to lift up, wrap the left leg around for eagle pose. So you can add eagle arms if you want. You keep your hands at your heart here. Maybe just focusing on the legs. Keep breathing. We're gonna unwind the leg, take the left leg behind you, dancer pose. We'll grab the big toe side of the foot, extend your right arm forward. Maybe gently kick your foot into your hand. We're gonna release the left foot, one-legged Tadasana. Knee can be bent or straight here. Step the left leg back to lunge with airplane arms. Draw the shoulders back. On the exhale breath, both hands down to the floor. Vinyasa. Let's take 3 to 5 breaths in child's pose. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. So if you like the block for half moon, go ahead and place that at the top of your mat. On the inhale breath, we'll take left leg high. And then step through to lunge. Reaching up, high lunge. Let's bring our hands towards the heart. We're gonna start to move into warrior 3. So we hinge at the hips, right leg is extending behind us. On the exhale breath, we come back up to standing. Keep that foot flexed. Maybe the foot touches down. Maybe you can hover it and move back to your warrior 3. Again, just take your time as you move. You'll probably find like one side is easier to balance than the other. So next time you extend your right leg back in your warrior 3 stance, just pause there for a breath. And then we'll step the leg down and onto the mat to move into reverse warrior, both legs straight. This long stretch through the left side of your body. And warrior 2. Soften gaze, relax jaw. Let's take our left hand either to the block or to the floor, half moon. And taking your time, we're going to start to transition to warrior 3. So we start to close off the hip. Cactus arms. If cactus arms aren't working for you, you can always bring hands to hip, hands to heart. Slowly start to lower the right knee, or right knee towards the left calf. Jiva squat, and then we'll go ahead and set that leg all the way down on the mat as we move into cow's face pose. So the left leg is on top of the right, and then tucking heels in towards the body. Open chest position, maybe hands come behind the hips, lifting skyward. And then walking the hands forward, we're going to place our left foot down as we move back to our warrior 3, cactus arms. Half moon. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Curtsy lunge, let's step our right leg back behind the left. Bending into both knees, squatting down, hands at heart or hips. Eagle pose, we'll take the right leg and wrap it around the left. Feel free to add eagle arms if you so choose. Continuing to breathe. We'll unwind the leg, send it behind us, dancer pose. So we're grabbing hold of the big toe side of the right foot. Left arm extending forward. Gently kicking your right foot into the right hand. And then we'll release the foot, one-legged Tadasana, bent or extended leg. And step back to lunge, airplane arms. Draw the shoulders back. Long spine. Both hands to the floor. Vinyasa. From your downward dog, child's pose. Taking your time, let's move to downward facing dog. We're going to take a right leg high. And then on your exhale, bringing the right leg through for pigeon pose. So as we come through to pigeon, I want you to set up like you normally do for pigeon, level hips. Keep the torso upright. We're going to make this an active pigeon. So to make this more active rather than sitting into it, I want you to draw everything in and up. So you're literally lifting away from the mat as if you were squeezing your legs towards one another. And then reach your fingertips back. Place the hands down on the mat. Let's move back to three-legged dog. Breathe in. On your exhale, we'll bring the leg through and do that again. Setting the foot down. Be active in your pigeon, drawing everything up and in, reaching your fingertips back. And then this time, let's settle into our pigeon pose. If you prefer to fold forward here, or if you have your blanket and need a little extra support, you can always scoot it underneath of your hip. So you sit into your pigeon pose. Let's make our way back to a tabletop position and then downward facing dog. On the inhale breath, we take the left leg high, bringing the leg through pigeon, active pigeon first. So take some time just to feel nice and balanced here. Drawing the legs towards one another, shoulder blades towards one another. Three-legged dog, we take the left leg high. On the exhale, pigeon, active pigeon. And go ahead and settle into your pigeon. And then we'll move back to a tabletop position. And we're gonna move into spinal balance. So as an added challenge today, we're gonna take our spinal balance out to the side. So we're gonna extend left arm out towards the left side, right leg out towards the right side. Come back to your center and repeat on the opposite side. Now, if you feel like this version of spinal balance, again, does not suit your practice today, you can move to a more traditional version of spinal balance. Remember to breathe. And then also note your leg doesn't have to be extended straight out. You could have bent knee and lift. We'll go ahead and balance out both sides. And then we'll come down to a seat butterfly pose, bringing both feet together. Relax your knees outward. Find that perfect position where heels are in a good position to open the hips. Take a breath in, and on your exhale, let's reach straight forward of the body. So rather than reaching down, you can reach just straight out. And then walking the hands back behind the hips. We're going to extend the legs out. Reverse plank. Lifting the hips upward. Press down into the palms. You can stay stationary here if you like. You could also add in a gentle hip dip from left to right. So we're just dropping hips down. We maintain a nice strong core. And then as you come back to the center again, go ahead and set the hips down. Let's go ahead and roll onto our back. Stepping both feet in. Let's lift our shins into the air. We're going to keep knees over top of hips. So we want to just be mindful that we don't bring the knees in too close to the body. You can keep knees over top of the hips. And then you can just take your arms out in a T position, maybe palms face down. And then we're going to tap right toes down to the ground and then left toes. So we return back to position of knee over hip. So next time you tap your right foot down, go ahead and place the whole right foot down. Lift the hips into the air and straighten out the left leg. Go ahead and set the hips back down. Return back to knees over hips. Set the left foot down. Press down into the mat as you lift the hips and extend the right leg out. So kind of like a one-legged version of bridge. Set right foot down, bridge lift, extend leg, left leg out, and just alternating from one side to the other. Again, go ahead and balance out both sides. And as we come back to the center, let's bring both feet together, recline butterfly. And then taking whatever version of twist that you prefer. I'm going to move into a simple knees bent twist to one side, extend opposite arm out to the other side. You add a figure 4 twist, eagle twist, taking a leg across the body. You could windshield wiper knees from side to side. And then go ahead and shift your twist over to the opposite side. And then we'll come back to the center, maybe taking happy baby, maybe knees to chest. If you want to stretch the body out nice and long, reaching through fingers and toes. Just decide whatever more movement your body might need for your practice before we settle into our final resting position of Shavasana. When you're ready, go ahead and make your way there. Making yourself nice and comfortable. Relaxing the back to be flat on the floor. And if it feels more supportive to you, you can always bend the knees as well, or have some type of a roll blanket or something behind the knees. Just allowing the arms to relax at your sides, shoulders softening. You need to physically move the shoulders away from the ears. Take another breath to do that. Let's take a few deep inhalations with long exhales. Just noticing your breath moving in and out of your body. Let the breath settle into a natural cycle of breath. No need to control the breath. No need to send it towards any specific part of the body. With each inhale, experiencing a sense of expansion, openness in the body. With each exhalation, feeling relaxed and peaceful. With each exhale, let go of tension in your muscles. With each exhale, see if you can let go of the weight of your arms, legs, head, whole body. Allowing yourself to fully trust the surface you're lying on in a safe place, relaxed and peaceful. Completely letting go of any tension left in the body. Each exhale, allowing yourself to melt a little further down into earth and letting go completely. As you lie here breathing, notice the aliveness in your body. Blood flowing in your veins, your heart beating, your breath slow, long, calm. Scanning your body. Maybe notice any sensation of warmth or tingling. Maybe in the hands, maybe the feet. Allowing things to be just as they are. Find a sense of coming home to your body. A sense of everything being connected. Allowing your body to be just as it is. You are whole and complete. Breathing and alive. Noticing your breath as it comes in and goes out of the body. Just knowing that you're breathing. Allowing yourself to be embraced by your own breath. And as you feel ready, we'll begin to just add some small movement to the body. Maybe deepening the breath. And as we close our practice, if you prefer to come back to seated, you can take some time to make your way there. Or you can remain lying down as well. With eyes open, closed, or a soft gaze, let's take a breath together. Nice deep inhale. And an exhale. Namaste.